Hello everyone, I'm back again, and now we'll be studying about crude oil viscosity. So viscosity is considered to be resistance to the flow of a fluid. For example, like we have friction in solids, and when they try to move, the plane on which they are moving tries to resist their motion. Similarly, in fluids we have viscosity. Now,
Your potential is waiting to be
sorry,
unleashed.
just 1
The
minute.
possible
All right. So crude oil viscosity. As crude oil has to move through pipes, it has to move through the tubing within the well, matters a lot to an petroleum engineer. Either he can measure it by laboratory data from PVT cell analysis, or he has to use the correlations, which in this case are 5 correlations depending on the type of crude oil, which we have 3. We have dead oil, which is on the normal atmospheric condition, in which there is not any amount of gas dissolved in it. And then we have saturated crude oil, in which the gas is not significantly dissolved, but yes, it is in some amount. And then we have undersaturated, which is a combination of both gas and oil. Let's just discuss the correlations first. In case of dead oil, we have 3 correlations. We have Bell's correlation, we have Beggs Robinson's correlation, and we have lastly we have, I think, Glassow's correlation, right? And then in case of saturated, we have I think Glassow, and what was the other one? We have sorry, in case of saturated, we have Beggs Robinson and Giaconelli, 2 correlations. And in case of undersaturated, we just have 1 correlation, which is and that of Vasquez-Beggs. So each of these are just the formulas, nothing more, which are used just to calculate the viscosity, depending on the uh, kind of data that we have given. So this particular thing is dependent on temperature of the reservoir and the atmospheric pressure. It is also dependent on the gas gravity and the oil gravity itself, and it is also dependent on the gas solubility, because as if the gas is dissolved, it will go on to the case of undersaturated reservoir. So again, we have 3 types of reservoirs. Dead oil reservoir, dead oil is the one that is at atmospheric conditions, so its pressure and temperature is of atmosphere. Saturated oil is mostly seen within the wellbore on the bubble point condition, so its pressure is the bubble point pressure, while wellbore mostly is considered to be having the same temperature as of reservoir, so its temperature is same that of reservoir. And then we have undersaturated oil viscosity, in which the oil is in a pressure that is greater than the bubble point pressure, which is the reservoir pressure, and temperature is of course that of the reservoir. So while calculating for the dead oil, there's no such an issue. You just have to calculate the viscosity without the gas dissolved, without the concentration of the dissolved gas. While in case of undersaturated oil reservoir, you have to calculate the viscosity by considering the effect of dissolved gas. And these are correlations which I have already discussed. Thank you for listening to me.